Hey guys, good morning. So, Monday again here on the Homestead, week 82. We are coming up for Bonfire night, so hopefully, if this fog clears off and the ground actually gets a chance to dry out by tomorrow night, we will be having our Bonfire night celebration here on the Homestead. Also this week, there's another little section of roof. It's on like a lean-to shed. I'm going to take that down. The garlic started growing, so that looks good. And yeah, so this week I'll also just be tidying up, collecting some old piles of firewood from lying around. And yeah, and that's about it. I've got to take Buttons to the vets for her last set of jabs. But yeah, that's everything. So I'll show you what I get up to. I hope you guys have a fantastic time. I hope you get everything done you want to do. And I will, of course, talk to you at the end. Yeah, so as you can see, all the garlic has sprouted. All these little green shoots everywhere. That's all garlic. It's very, very hardy. So over winter, these will stay in the ground and the snow will cover them. And then next year, they'll be perfectly fine and they start growing as soon as it gets a bit warmer. And then we get an early crop of garlic around May time. Okay, so today we're down the side of the lamb barn, and there's this little lean-to that I'm removing the roof of, and then I'm going to be dismantling the whole lean-to. We might even get the sleigh out of here today. And yeah, this used to be the old chicken enclosure, and it's now sort of an insect habitat, just letting everything grow and rot down here, just to provide the little bugs a little home. But anyway, let's see how far we get with taking this down. Alright, so it's down, it's all gone. There's the front line of it. A little bit of rubble, a little bit of wood. We've also got a fair bit of lumber out of it as well, so we'll put that into the wood pile for this year. Hey guys, so this is my Stonewall. I've been extending it just along this way with the rock from the lean-to, and I'm going to continue extending it all the way out to the car along the line of stones there just behind the pine tree with the rock that we get from the barn next year when that comes down. Well, the tiles from the lean-to are here, already starting to break them up. But they're going to be using those along this pathway. So next year I'll be digging out this pathway and using all of the red tiles and white tiles like up at the front of the house to make a nice little path that won't get muddy as soon as it rains. Well, this is where the lean-to was. As you can see, it's all down now, all cleared off. Still a few tiles there to move out of the way, but all ready for next year when this is the other side of the lamb barn. I'll be taking that down next year, so a bit more easy access, and of course the sleighs out of there as well. I've actually stored a load of the crappy wood here, so this is like the insect hotel. It's going to stay like this. I've fenced it off, and yeah, so this is going to be where all of the bugs and things live and slowly break down this wood. And they'll be very beneficial for the rest of the garden. Well, Titan and Ganymede are back in with the other ducks now. I had moved them out because they're a little bit bigger than the other ducks and they were stealing all the food. But they can actually fly now, so they've decided to fly back, and we're back in here all by themselves. So they wanted to be with their little friends, so they're all back in there now. Yeah, Pancake and Hoisin still doing fine, enjoying their nice little enclosure, very close to their other little ducky friends. Oh, the chickens are doing well. Well, of course, it's that time of year when we're raking up the leaves. As you can see, these leaves came from the fig trees. And best to put these on the compost heap, but I would recommend leaving as much leaf litter in your bushes as possible, because that makes great home for little insects, and it's where all the caterpillars and stuff will be pupating. It attracts a lot of birds and provides a great little ecosystem, and it also improves the soil as well. So as much as you should tidy up a little bit, Anywhere where there's undercover and brush, I reckon just leave the leaves there and let them rot down naturally. Well guys, this is the sleigh that was in the little lean-to. I've taken off the sides and the bed of the sleigh, so what we're actually going to do is next year, once I clean out this room over here, we'll be putting some new wood on the top and turning it into an actual bed. It is actually the same size as a queen size bed, so that'll be my second bed in the room that's going to be for mother. But yeah, I think it'll make a lovely bed frame once it's all cleaned up. A little bit of polishing and a little bit of tidying up, but it should make a really nice bed frame, I think. Well guys, end of another week here on the homestead. It's been a good week. As you can see, the leaves are falling, so I've been collecting some of those up and putting them on the compost heap. Of course, this week the bonfire did not go particularly well. It was just too wet. It didn't take, it burnt out a little bit, but so that's still there. So we'll probably be burning that off early next year. Smoking's going well. I've done lots of 3 hours. Next week is minimum 3 hour gap, aiming for 4 hour gap by the end of the week. So hopefully I get there, but drop some comments below, let me know what you guys have been up to, and I will of course talk to you next week. Have a good one.